The SMOK OSUB Plus Starter Kit. How's it going, everybody? This is Andy with AspenValleyVapes.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SMOK OSUB Plus Starter Kit. Very similar to the OSUB 40 watt if you did see that video. This is pretty much just the big brother. It's got the same style. Pretty much everything is the same except a few minor things that we're going to cover here in this video. But if you were a fan of the OSUB 40, then you will definitely be a fan of the OSUB Plus. So the OSUB Plus does use an internal battery just like the OSUB 40, and the OSUB Plus's battery is a 3300 milliamp hour battery. It is charged via the micro USB port that is located right here on the side of the mod. Wattage range on the OSUB Plus is from 1 to 80 watts, and it does have temperature control for nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. The tank that comes with the OSUB Plus starter kit is the Birt Beast tank, which has a 3.5 mil e-liquid capacity. It is top filling. You do unscrew this top portion to fill it up, and it does have adjustable airflow on the bottom of the tank. The starter kit does come with two coils, and they are both the Baby Q2 dual coils coming in at 0.4 ohms. You will get two of those, one pre-installed, and then you'll get an extra one in the kit. This mod is firmware upgradable, which is a big plus in my book. And it does feature the same firing bar that a lot of these SMOK devices have had lately. This little whole bar is the firing button right here. On this one, it is actually not removable. On the OSUB 40, that's where you do take off this firing bar, and that's where you charge it via the micro USB. On this one, the whole bar is attached and is not removable. Let's dive in, take a close-up look at this guy, then we'll bring it back up top and have a quick vape on it. All right, here we have the OSUB Plus. As you can see, it looks very similar to the OSUB 40 watt, just a bigger version, bigger battery, more power, but pretty much the same overall mod. You do have your micro USB port right here, and this is also used for firmware updates. Up and down buttons located right there. You have your firing bar, which is the same as on a lot of SMOK devices. Very responsive, clicky. On the OLED display here, you do have your battery life on the left. You have the resistance of the coil in there, the current voltage, a little puff counter, and then your current wattage. Just real quick in terms of navigating the menu system, click that fire bar 4 times, and you'll be able to navigate the menu system. You can see the TCR options there. Switching between wattage and temperature is as simple as that. If you do put it in temp mode, choose the strength, coil type. Now you can see it is in temp control. 1, 2, 3. Click on that again, switch it to wattage mode. Pick your strength. I usually go with normal. Now we're back in wattage mode. That's pretty much it for the menu though. The buttons are very responsive. They have these little rounded ball style buttons right here. Very responsive. The screen does start to speed up the longer you hold that down. As you can see now, it's cruising away. Very easy to navigate menu system. It's got everything you need. All the information is laid out nice and cleanly. Here we have the Birt Beast, which is the tank that comes with it. You can see that adjustable airflow on the bottom there. Very smooth. It does click into place. There is one slot on this side, one slot on the other. To fill it on up, you just unscrew the drip tip, and you can see your filling holes on the side here. Just pop your e-liquid dropper in there, or a unicorn bottle, either or. Pop it in there, fill it on up to the top, screw the drip tip back on. You're ready to rock and roll. It's that easy. It is a pretty good tank. It's not my favorite tank. I would prefer to pair the OSUB Plus with the TFV8 Baby Beast, but that's just my personal opinion. You can see there's a little bit of e-liquid coming out through the airflow holes. That's because when I pulled that top cap off there, I did not have the adjustable airflow all the way closed, which is something that you should do because the suction, when that does get popped, that's what can cause it to leak a little bit like it did on me there. Not too bad though. Just take a paper towel, wipe it away, and just make sure that next time when you do fill it up and you're unscrewing and screwing this drip tip on, that you do have these airflow slots closed on the bottom. That is pretty much going to wrap it up for the close-up on the OSUB Plus though. If you have any questions or I missed anything, please let me know down in the comments. Let's bring it back up top and have a vape on this guy. Alright, now that we got the close-up out of the way, let's go ahead and have a vape on it. This is going to be with the Q2 coil in here, and I'm going to start it off at 50 watts. As you guys can see, the vapor production is definitely there. I think the flavor though of these Q2 coils is better when they're actually in the Baby Beast rather than in this Birt Beast right here. I think that's definitely going to come down to the airflow. I'm not sure if the audio is picking that up, but you can hear that airflow is pretty loud. It's got a pretty loud whistle to it. It's not a big deal. I'm going to open it all the way up here and I'm going to crank it on up to 55 watts. Actually, here we have it at 57 watts. Let's go ahead and have a vape. It definitely does start to perform a lot better once you bump it up past that 50 range. They say the coil is rated from 40 to 80 watts. I would definitely suggest starting that 55 range and going up from there. That's when the flavor really starts to pop on this coil. Down around 40 watts and so, the flavor is so-so, but once you do get it up there, the vapor isn't too warm. It's still a nice smooth vape, but I would definitely suggest bumping it above that 55 watt range. All right, now that I've got it at 65 watts, let's have a quick vape. Very good flavor and vape production at 65 watts. And I normally don't like vaping that high, but this does produce a very smooth, good overall vape. My overall thoughts on this mod, I think it's a great internal battery mod. It's got a very clean interface. I love the firing bar. I love it on all the SMOK's devices besides the H-Priv. I wasn't a big fan of the firing bar on that one, but on the rest of them, they have very smooth, very responsive fire bars. The menu system is easy to navigate. This has got a large battery, 3,300 milliamp hours, but it's still got this compact size. If you're not a fan of the Birt Beast tank, you can swap it out. I would prefer to use the TFE8 Baby Beast on top of here, but that's just my personal preference. You can get the mod by itself, or you can get it as a kit. In terms of internal battery mods though, the OSUB 40 and the OSUB Plus right here are both really good mods, and they're definitely up there with the Inikin internal batteries. I'm excited to try those two new internal battery mods by Inikin. I know they look very clean, and I hope they perform just as good as they look. That is pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any questions on the OSUB Plus or any vapor related questions in general, please leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to get back to you. And if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and vape on.